All right, good morning to everybody. Happy Huddle and happy Tuesday. It has been a tumultuous weather last 2 days. Welcome back to another day in the life of a school superintendent. I'm so glad you're here. Today is Tuesday, and Tuesdays is one of my favorite days of the week inside our organization. This is our first opportunity each week to bring all of our school district leaders together to conduct a leadership huddle. This is a 20-minute meeting that we virtually put together, giving us the opportunity to harvest those wins, celebrate the things that are going well together, as well as the opportunity for me to monitor some of the hot topics, key decisions, and other very important things that our leaders are working through over the course of the next 24 hours. Let me grab some coffee and tell you a little bit more about Leader Huddles and how they could change your organization and your leadership life as well. Let's go. In my school district, that consists of about 17 people all together in one spot with the opportunity to share out wins, as well as talk about some of the key important decisions that are on their desk in the next 24 hours. Now, the leader huddles are so important for me as a superintendent because, one, it allows me to measure and make sure that our leadership team and the organization is focused on the essential goals of our strategic plan. It's so easy to get distracted each and every single day with the myriad of challenges that come across the principal's desk or that come across one of our department directors' desks. And so this gives me the opportunity to measure, to ensure that what we're doing and why we're doing things is entirely aligned towards those goals that we've established through our strategic plan, and ultimately how our community measures the progress of our school district through the aligned strategic plan and its mission, vision, and values. But leader huddles are also important because it allows me to check in with the individuals as they share their portion of some of the hot topics and key decisions, as well as it allows me to monitor what barriers that might exist for each and every single individual leader, which either allows me to come in and support them through those barriers, or it allows us to deploy our leadership team to help support our leaders in various ways. An example of this could be some tough personnel or evaluation conversations that a building principal is about to have with an employee. And as they share what barriers might exist through those conversations, it allows our human resources department to hear what those potential barriers might be, and it allows them to support them to be successful through those processes. The whole point of the Leader Huddle is a very quick check-in, ultimately allowing the entire organization to support the people who are making these key decisions. This is how we build best-in-class service excellence from the district office to the different school buildings or the different departments. And this is only one of many ways that we check and measure that. But this is a 25-minute meeting. We're not solving problems in this meeting. We're just identifying problems in this meeting and allowing our team to efficiently and effectively work through some of those key issues that our leaders are working through, ultimately allowing for their success. It's also just a fantastic time for our organization to celebrate the good work that's happening as well. If you're not telling your story, somebody else is telling your organization's story for you. And so these leader huddles and the first part of the leader huddles really allows our organization to recognize people for good work and recognize some of the wins that are happening department by department and school building by school building. And so as we want good behaviors to be repeated and good supports of each other to be repeated, this is also the forum where the director of transportation can recognize or shout out the vice principal at a school to honor and recognize the good work that's happening. And that recognition is happening in front of the entire school district and organization leadership team. And so this is also how we boost morale. This is how we recognize what right looks like, but it also gives us the ability to identify wicked challenges that our leaders are experiencing. By conducting these leader huddles, which our organization has done really since the COVID pandemic, this has transformed our culture to be one that is supporting each other, not one that's in competition of each other. Or it also prevents that isolated situation where we're a district of a whole bunch of different schools rather than just being one school district. Comment below, how do you as a superintendent measure alignment of the strategic plan? How do you weekly meet with your organizational leadership team to make sure that everyone is aligned in the process, the mission, the vision, and the values? And how do you determine what supports are needed in order for your leaders to be successful in your district? This is a very, very big job that we do each and every single day, and the ways that we can support each other through systems like this is paramount to everybody's success, but it also fosters and allows a culture where everybody co-owns big decisions and hot topics that come across their desk each and every single day. Let's walk it out. So here are the 4 questions that you ask during your leadership huddle. 1, what are the wins that you can celebrate? It's so important for leaders to intentionally recognize other leaders for the great service excellence that they're receiving. Obviously, what gets recognized gets repeated, and that's such a critical component to our huddle. The next thing we talk about is what are some big decisions coming across the leader's desk in the next 24 hours. All we're focused on is what life is like in the next 24 or 48 hours. Question number 3 is what barriers possibly exist that could prevent that leader from success over the next 24 or 48 hours. And then lastly, question number 4, and that is what are the people, or who are the people that our leaders need to reach out to today in order to get that best-in-class service excellence. This is that great opportunity for district office leaders to get a heads up that a principal is going to be calling them, or a director is going to be calling them to get help, support, and service to best remove those barriers and allow those building leaders and operational leaders to have that success in the next 24 hours. Don't solve problems here. This should be a 20 to 30 minute meeting, just checking in with people. And as a superintendent, this is a great way for me to truly assess and measure some of the hot topics going on in each building. We want our leaders to be empowered to make great decisions, but we have a responsibility to remove the barriers that could prevent them from being successful. And this weekly huddle has been so powerful for us, and I just encourage you to give it a try. Here's my challenge for you this week. Bring your leaders together for a 20-minute meeting, and I'm talking building principals, I'm talking department directors, the whole organization of leaders. Bring them together for 20 minutes, work through those 4 questions, and that will allow you to better see the whole entire playing field as you make great decisions as a superintendent. Best of luck this week.